Joining us is Mr. Raju Pullan, Senior Vice President, Samsung Mobile Business, India. So many thanks for talking to us. And my first question will be regarding the A series of Samsung, which is a flagship phone. It has given you some great numbers. Would like to know that currently what is the scene, how much you are excited about it, and going forward, can we see some more product in the same series, sir?
So, Samir, thank you for inviting me on your show. We are extremely happy to launch one of our biggest and our landmark launches of the year right in January. For us, A series is the largest selling portfolio for us in India today from from the overall category perspective. And we are launching two new phones. One is the A14 5G and the A23 5G. This has got almost flagship-like design and very differentiated features that are there. It will have the One UI 5 and also the entire privacy suite so that consumers are able to ensure that they're able to manage their phone much better.
Okay.
It is going to be powered with a 5000 mAh battery, which is certified for almost more than, almost 2 days of usage. And that's the excitement that we carry. This year, our strategy in India is all about being 5G first. So our strategy is 5G first strategy in India. So Samsung has been, for the last 4 consecutive quarters, we are the #1 brand in 5G in India today. And we will continue that next year as well.
Would you like to share the price details?
So the A14 5G is priced at a net purchase price of 14,990, and the A23 5G will be priced at 20,990 at net effective price in the market.
And in the S series, can we see some new launches? S series is one of your, a successful product.
Yeah. So this is just the beginning, and at Samsung this year, it's all about starting early. So we started this launch in the month of January, and starting early is starting strong. And we will meet soon to share with you a lot more excitement around the A series. Okay. And as I mentioned, our strategy this year is all about being 5G first, and contribution of 5G for Samsung in 2022 was almost 61%. With the launch of the A14 5G and A23 5G, we'll take the contribution ahead to about 75% of the business will come from these new 5G phones.
Okay. 5G has been rolled out in just around 60 to 65 cities, though the expansion plan is going on. How do you think so that you'll be able to penetrate in the tier 2 or tier 3 cities? Have you got any strategic plan for the same?
So our strategy for the A series in 2023, led by A14 5G and A23 5G, is to be the most widely distributed smartphone in India, 5G smartphone in India. And we are planning very strong investments in marketing, in educating consumers, and as leaders in the 5G device business that is there, we will invest in educating consumers in India on how can they use their 5G phones much better, and we will lead the way to drive our overall leadership position in 5G.
Okay, won't name your competitor, but it has been, sir, you have seen the numbers that much of your competitors, they have gained a wide space, they have gained much stronghold in this segment just because of the affordability aspect. How you want to counter it?
So, as I mentioned, Samir, very interesting point that you made, and thanks for asking that point. We are a consumer-first company, and we are a full-range player. Our intent with the new A14 5G and A23 5G is that we will provide affordability programs. The consumer will have to pay what he paid for a 4G, that same EMI he will have to pay when he acquires a 5G. Okay. The average EMI that a consumer pays is about 1,400 rupees for a 4G handset. He will have to pay a similar amount when he buys a A14 5G, and which will make it more affordable, which means that Samsung will democratize 5G in India by ensuring 5G is enabled even in tier 3, tier 4 cities through and consumers are future ready with the Samsung 5G handsets. We've got a very unique platform known as Samsung Finance Plus. It's a completely digitally enabled platform where consumers can avail phones at very low-cost EMIs that are there. And that is where I said we will make it available at as low as 1,400 rupees EMI, make it very affordable, and ensure that we're able to drive democratization of 5G in India.
Would like to understand your take on the export part as well, being one of the largest manufacturing facility that you have got. How you want to plan for the exports, and what numbers, if you want to share, will it be, sir?
So we are able to meet the India requirements completely, and we are a full range player. While I may not be able to comment on the exports that are there, India is one of our largest manufacturing units globally, and we've got a very strong India first strategy that is there, and we've got a very strong strategy to ensure that we are able to drive the overall 5G business in India, and 100% of our phones are, the entire A series is manufactured in India, completely made for India and made in India, and we look forward to ensure that we are able to reach to all the higher classification towns in the country through our A14 5G and A23 5G.
Okay. In addition to this, I would also like to understand the sectoral outlook. How do you see the next financial year for the mobile business, for specifically for Samsung? What sort of growth projections you have got?
So in 2022, Samir, the industry, the analyst data shares that the industry grew by single digits, right, in 2022. Samsung grew by more than 20% in value in 2022. We see strong growth in 2023 as well. We will be growing ahead of the industry, and for us, the most important factor being consumer first. Consumer first, 5G first, and we will drive it through innovations. Innovations like what we have launched in the new A14 5G with flagship design, linear camera, placement that is there. And all this will ensure that we are able to drive the overall business in India so that we continue to have strong double-digit growth in 2023 as well.
Okay. The way government has taken an approach for China, specifically curbing the imports in the electronic segment, is this also an opportunity for the players like you to, get your position stronger and stronger? And how you analyze it, sir?
So, India has got an installed base of almost 600 million smartphone consumers, right?
And I ask this in the context that there might be certain supply chain disruptions as well, which many of the other players have indicated. So, a complete overall analysis I want to understand.
So I understand. I think it's a very pertinent question. So we've got India is one of the largest smartphone markets in the world. So almost 600 million units is the installed base of smartphones in India, and we are, the 5G contributes to only 15% as per analyst of the 600 million. So for us, we want to drive the growth in the 5G. We expect that we will take the overall 5G contribution in India from 61% to 75% of our overall business. We are looking at strong growth this year on the back of the new launches that we are having and ensuring that 5G first and the new models of A series and the other series to come will help our overall growth this year. As I mentioned, when you ask sectorally, analysts talking about low double-digit numbers on the growth this year or single-digit numbers this year, but we will be ahead of the curve in case of growth basis on the back of these new models that we have launched.
And also a take on the one charger policy that government plans to roll out maybe in a phased manner. Okay, so you being a strong player in this segment, the intention of having just one charger of a single type for multiple electronic devices, how it's gonna be a positive one or a negative change? What sort of impact you see so?
So, we've always been, we always keep consumer at the core and convenience at the core. And we will provide them accessories to ensure that convenience is minimized. And all the handsets are now C-type, and we will ensure that we will drive towards ensuring that consumer convenience is kept at the core of it.
Okay. And my last regarding the upcoming union budget, much of the taxation part has been simplified. But still, what more as an industry player you expect or you wish to that if these steps are taken, then it will further boost the entire growth?
As I mentioned, our strategy this year is all going to be about how we are able to grow the overall 5G environment in the country. And we will be one of the key catalysts in driving the devices growth in 5G in India, and therefore create excitement and create excitement in the country so that we are able to expand the overall penetration of 5G in India.
I wish you all the best, sir. Many thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, sir.
With camera person Devendra, this is Samir Dikshit for 18 Now.